Okay, I have a few things to finish up here. A little bit of wood to get rid of. Now you might be thinking, wow, this guy sure does a lot of different random videos. You'd be right. I have a theory behind that. See, I want my channel to have a cornucopia of information. Whether it be good information or useless information, I'll have cornered the market on information. I'll be like Google. You won't have to go to Google. You can just go to my channel. Nice fish. It's another row done. Okay, so I don't actually film everything I do. That's because I want my channel to be well-rounded, like my stomach. Well, it's a beautiful morning here. Inside the garage anyways. I think outside is still dark, so we don't really know yet. So as I mentioned in one of my recent previous videos, we're heading up to get some firewood today. So this chain is sharp, but I'm just gonna hit it with the file just a little bit and make it as sharp as possible, because I don't bring my file with me when I go up to get wood. I don't like to be sitting in the bushes filing my saw. I like my vise. So usually I can cut through quite a bit of wood before I need to sharpen it, as long as it's sharp when I leave here. So let's just quickly hit it with the file, and also I guess I'll maybe throw some grease into this. And a lot of people don't know, there's a built into here, there's a little sprocket, and there's a little hole here for a little grease gun that's made just for this. I'll throw a little bit of grease in there as well. Okay, this is the grease gun I speak of. And all it is it's a plunger style with a little ball on the end of it here. Put it in up against the hole and pump. You can hear it. Good enough. I believe I probably have this in a video, in a previous video, but what I do is I'll mark with a Sharpie. I'll put a little mark in the chain, and that's where I started. So when I go around, I just see that black mark there, and I know that I'm done one side. I use this type of file, and it has the angles of which to hold the file, and the fact that it's flat like this, it holds the file right at the right height as well when this is resting on the top of the chain. Some people say, you don't need that. Well, you can get away without it. It's a lot easier with it though. And for the whole price of this with the file in it is like $9.99 in Canada, so it's no big deal. Also, I buy files by the box because it's good to have a good file, and the boxes of them are cheap. But for this particular saw, the 20-inch, it's 7/32. It's a good idea to put gloves on because these things are sharp. Could use a tiny bit of tightening. Maybe I'll do it, we'll see. Remembering that this chain is already sharp, we're just gonna touch it up a tiny bit. 2 strokes. 2 strokes is good. I find it best to, instead of using your hand, which goes like this, put it in position up against your body, and then you just lean into it. I did 3 that time. Also, you can feel the tooth. Like, as you're doing it, you can feel whether or not it needs another stroke or not. Okay, one last thing to do here before we take off. See, I got these little things. I bought a weed whacker from Still, and in order to have their warranty, to keep their warranty, you had to buy some of their oil, and they had them in these tiny little things. Well, these tiny little things are cool because they go with 1 gallon of fuel. Well, 1 gallon here in Canada is 4 liters. In the States, I believe it's 4.5 still. So in the States, you might want to put a tiny bit more. But usually, also I have one of these in with my saw stuff. I just keep one of these full. But they are perfect because they're a measuring cup for how much oil to put in the gallon. I mean, you can use these things too, but sometimes they're just hard to read and they're just a bit of a pain. This is a lot easier. There. And the amount you put in a gallon is 100 milliliters, and I believe that's like 1.6 ounces. Don't quote me on that because I'm just going off of memory.
Benjamin, you're hiding behind the truck because you want no part of that log rolling, right? You are scared of those logs, aren't you?